Hi, I'm Rob Grimm with RGG EDU and RGG Photo. And today I want to talk to you about the Master Clamp from Tether Tools. If you're a photographer or videographer, one of the most important things you need to know is how to rig something. Often when you're in the field or in the studio, you got to come up with a pretty inventive way to attach something you need to work with to something else. Master clamps are absolutely invaluable. I use them all the time. I use them on my cameras, I use them on auto pulls, I use them on camera stands. They're everywhere in the studio, and I want to show you a few things that I do with them. First of all, I use them to mount backgrounds all the time. If I've got a seamless or a sweep of some sort that I need to mount, I use an auto pull, I put a master clamp on it, and I get a J-hook, which just pops right in, like that. Tighten it up, and I've got a nice little place to rest my crossbar with the seamless going across it. That's one way to do it. Now, if I want to be even more secure, I can do it with two master clamps. And what I'm going to do there is I'm going to use a stud to connect the two master clamps. The other way to attach this is to use two of the master clamps. I'm going to use a stud in between. Basically just pop this in there. I'm going to grab the other master clamp, and it's going to go perpendicular. So it's going to go to 90 degree to the first master clamp. Pop that guy right on there. This gives you a really solid basis for the crossbar. So now the crossbar will go in here, you clamp that down, super tight, goes nowhere. Awesome way to do it. So master clamps are the way to go without question. I can't live without them. They're not only great for backgrounds, they're great for lights. So if I need to mount a light, I can easily grab my light, put it right on the stud, and put that thing anywhere I need it to go. It's a great thing about a master clamp with a stud on it. Boom, pop that on there, tighten it up, and I got a light anywhere I need it to go. I can move it up and down. What's great about the master clamp is several things. One, the way it's shaped, it'll fit on just about any object. So it can go onto a pole, you can mount onto a railing, you can mount onto a piece of flat stock. If there's a piece of flat steel, this will close down almost completely onto a flat piece. So it's got a lot of versatility, it can go anywhere. The other thing that's nice is they make these little inserts. So if that kind of corner is a little freaky and it's giving you some problems, you pop that insert in there and now you've got a nice flat surface to clamp down. All right, so this thing is really versatile. Let's say you need to mount a camera somewhere. You've got a really tight space, you're on location, and you cannot get a tripod in there. And this has happened to me many times. You can use an auto pull, you can use a railing of the location that you're in, and you can simply mount right to it. So I can take a ball head, can thread it into my stud, and I can mount my camera into this, which is a really great way to go. You don't have to have a tripod. Sometimes you need to be in a space that's just way too tight. You mount it like this, now you can put your DSLR in here, shoot away. It's a great way to go. So you can mount your ball head to that, but they also make a lot of accessories, like there's a little camera plate. So I can mount this guy onto a stud and actually mount that right onto my camera. So there are a lot of different accessories that go with the master clamp, which is a fantastic thing to do. One place where we use the master clamp a lot is in video. We'll take things like our Atomos Ninja and we'll mount right to it. So I'd thread into the bottom of this guy, get it nice and secure, and then I can mount that in the master clamp, and I can put that anywhere. I obviously wouldn't have it on an auto pull, but I can have it on my camera stand, I can have it on my tripod. It kind of goes anywhere. What's nice about this too is you can have real versatility with it. That kind of locks you into one position, but if you grab a magic arm, you can kind of go anywhere. Magic arms are really indispensable, I think. These tools have been around for a long time and they're just great. So this guy's going to allow me to mount in any way, shape, or form that I see fit. Going to insert that in there, loosen this guy up, and now I can kind of go anywhere here. And I can take my Atomos Ninja, and I can mount that onto the end of it. One of the reasons that we do this is so that we have great visibility. So if we're mounting this, say, to the bottom of our tripod or to the leg of our tripod or the arm coming off somewhere, we can move this around into a position where we've got great visibility. We can easily control it, lock it in place, and we're off to the races. Don't live without one of these things. We also use this with the Aero table from Tether Tools. This is an indispensable tool for us. We use it everywhere. One of the things we do is we set up our camera because we're always shooting tethered and got our computer here. Use a little tray such as this. This is the Aero tray, and it has a little arm that goes right into the master clamp. I'm gonna mount that right below my computer, and that gives me a place for a couple of things. Number one, you gotta have a backup drive. So I'll be shooting both to the internal drive and I'll be shooting to an external drive, which will be right here. They'll be backing up at the same time. Can't be without your phone. That can go right here. Everything is nice and handy, nice and compact. Works really well. So that's it. That's a little bit of a lesson for you about the Master Clamp. It's really and truly an indispensable tool. You gotta have them if you're gonna rig anything from photography to video tools. They're absolutely indispensable. So take a look at what we do at rggphoto.com or rggedu.com and come back for more.